confirming the award by the Board of Control of a professional service contract with Raftellus Financial Consultants, Inc. to perform a cost of service study of the county's sanitary sewer rates for an amount not to exceed $88,200 for the Executive's Department of Sanitary Sewer Services and declaring an emergency. Mr. Vinay.
Thank you, Chair. Michael Vinay, Executive Shapiro's Department of Sanitary Sewer Services. We are in the last year of our scheduled 5-year rate for sanitary sewer services for all rates and all fees. We are looking to do a cost of service analysis to determine revenue needs for the next 5 years. We issued a full RFP on this. Raftellus was the most responsive. They did the last cost of service analysis. Actually, their rate came in for this study cheaper than the last one due to the models they already have built. So this is probably going to take about a year, and we hope to bring those results in front of council at the end of the year to determine what council wants to consider for the next 5 years rates for sanitary sewer services. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Vinay. Any questions from members of the committee? Members of council? Mr. Schmidt moved on 2026-016. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Next up, we have 2026-023, a resolution authorizing the executive to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation and to appropriate funds for the construction costs for the relocation of the sanitary sewer line due to the bridge deck replacement on State Route 91 located in the city of Monroe Falls in Council District 3 for the Executive's Department of Sanitary Sewer Services and declaring an emergency. Mr. Vinay.
Thank you. Council previously passed Resolution 2025-338, which was the cooperative agreement for this project. Again, this is the bridge that's located under over State Route 91 in Monroe Falls. We need to replace the sanitary sewer as part of this bridge repair. Originally, this was slated as a replacement. Now it's a repair. Is scheduled for June of 2026, and the bridge will be closed for approximately 45 days. I know Councilman Schmidt had asked that question before. So the bridge is a repair now in Monroe Falls, and it's going to be closed for 45 days starting in June. Happy to answer your questions.
Okay. Any questions from members of the committee? Members of council? Hearing none, may I have a motion? Mr. Lacotte moved on 2026-023. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. And I will close Public Works at 4:32.
Thank you.
I will open Public Safety at 4:34. We have 2 items of business. We'll begin with 2026-017. A resolution authorizing the executive to execute any documents necessary to accept the award of the opioid remediation grant from the Ohio Attorney General in the amount of $134,240 with no local cash match, and awarding a professional service contract to Oriana House Incorporated as a best practical source for opioid remediation services for a one-year term in the amount not to exceed $134,240 for the executive and the sheriff, and declaring an emergency.
Good evening, Lori Pesce, Executive's Office, Department of Public Safety. This grant was provided to help with MAT services at our community-based correctional facility. The CBCF is paid for through the state of Ohio, so the county doesn't pay any operational costs. We're merely a pass-through. So this is to help with those operational costs, and the money has to come through the county in order to grant it to Oriana House, who is running the facility.
Thanks, Lori. Any members of Public Safety have questions? Members of Council? May I have a motion? Okay, Mr. Ford has moved. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. 2026-018, a resolution authorizing the prosecutor or his designee to initiate through the state of Ohio's County Financial Information System the acceptance by the prosecutor's Child Support Enforcement Agency of intercounty transfers of surplus funds from other Ohio counties, and to release surplus County of Summit funds to other Ohio counties in exchange for those accepted funds for a 2-year period from 1/1/26 through 12/31/27, provided that the collective funds released in a given calendar year do not exceed the collective funds accepted in that calendar year for the prosecutor and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Jennifer Taltz, Director of the Child Support Enforcement Agency. This legislation is very similar to legislation you saw from Job and Family Services at the end of last year. So we are required to get this legislation by the state of Ohio in order to accept or give funds out to other counties. The period is for 2 years. I will tell you, though, that CSEA has never accepted or given out any funds, but we hope to. CSEA has been in a financial status not to really give out any funds over the last several years. So I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Do members of the Public Safety Committee have questions? Mr. Ford?
What would be an instance in which you would, like, why would you give out monies to other counties?
So a lot of times counties cannot, and we don't have this restriction here in Summit, but counties aren't able to utilize a training allocation because they're unable to travel to Columbus. They have some restrictions. We do get a training allocation annually, and some counties have put those out there for utilization.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other questions from committee? Questions from council? May I have a motion? Mr. Ford moves. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. That will close Public Safety Committee at 4:38.
Rules Committee will come to order. We have one ordinance to consider this evening, 2026-019, an ordinance amending Section 113.12 of the codified ordinances of the County of Summit entitled Engineer and Planning and GIS Division Map Fees to make certain updates and revisions to the fee schedule for the Executive's Department of Law and Risk Management and Community and Economic Development, GIS Division, and declaring an emergency.
Good afternoon, Gabe Durant, Executive Department of Development. This is a simple update to our fee schedule for our GIS services. The previous one was done back in 2012, so it's quite outdated. We're just looking to update it for current use and capacity.
Questions from members of the committee, members of council, the public? I'll entertain a motion. Mr. Kaysen? Okay. Joe moved on 2026-1019. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Any other business come before the Rules Committee? Then we're adjourned.
We'll open up finance at 4:39. We have two items. A resolution approving the award by the Board of Control of a purchase contract with the Computer Solution Company of Virginia, LLC, DBA, Forensic Advantage System as sole source for maintenance of Forensic Advantage software for a 5-year term for the period of 2/1/26 to 1/31/31 in an amount not to exceed $124,702.22 for the Office of Information Technology and declaring an emergency.
Stephen Byrne, Office of Information Technology. So this is the case management software for the medical examiner's office. Been very happy with it the past few years. We went for a 5-year contract because they're happy with it. Saved us about $3,500. And as mentioned, this does get split evenly between medical examiners, ADM, and public health.
Questions, committee? Council? Can I have a motion? Ms. Hyam moves on 2026-020. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thanks.
Did we get all that? I didn't hear any. Next item wasn't very loud. Okay, 2026-021. A resolution authorizing the executive to execute a grant agreements with various Summit County nonprofit organizations and state mandated entities for the year 2026 in an amount not to exceed $828,900 as set forth in Exhibit A for the county's Executive Department of Finance and Budget, declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Phil Montgomery from Executive Shapiro's Department of Finance and Budget. This is annual legislation we bring before council for operating grants that we give out to various nonprofits and entities. So there's a list of 7 of them on here. Again, they're all repeat, typically year after year. Some of the amounts get adjusted here and there. But we have Brian Prentice here from Summit Soil and Water, if you have questions for him, Nicole Mullett from Arts Now. And then we have our friends from the OSU Extension who will give us an update on their program. So, have it.
Go ahead. I was rushing this one.
I can start, yeah. Well, hello. We're very happy to be here with you all today. Thank you for having us. Again, Imani and I are here with Ohio State University Extension and our colleague Maggie as well. So I was going to give the A&R update for this year. So as you'll see in our packet, youth and agriculture has been a big focus of our office over the last 2 years, especially since I started in my position as a 4-H A&R educator. So in that packet, you'll see many of the different highlights. One unfortunate thing that we did want to make you all aware of is that we lost the SNAP education program from our office. The funding for that was eliminated federally, so that has been an unfortunate loss. However, despite that, we've had a very successful 2025, again, as you'll see in there. So a few of the highlight items, we welcomed 14 new Master Gardener volunteers for our A&R program who completed their 50 hours. I've been working with a number of different schools, after school nonprofit organizations to bring food literacy education. In fact, I just came from 2 back-to-back programs where we were learning all about how bread gets made. So that was pretty cool. And Imani's going to give an update about 4-H.
Good afternoon, guys. Again, want to thank you guys for your continued support. I will try to make this very brief, but I did want to highlight a couple of things. So your support allows us to focus as an office on serving our most at-need and at-risk populations. So we pride ourselves from year to year on this. We've been doing programming at the Juvenile Correctional Facility for over a year now, providing agri-science programs as well as different STEM and life skills programs. We just started a partnership with Continuum of Care, and we're trying to start a partnership with Project Rise as well to support the unhoused youth in the area. We also have partnerships with Asia Inc. and Urban Vision to serve our immigrant and refugee populations. We took them out to the fair this past year. We do a lot of work with Akron Public Schools. We have 2 programs that serve over 7,000 3rd and 5th graders through the Chick Quest and Rockets Away program. On top of that, we sit on their College and Career Academies board. We sit on the advisory board for ELLIT through their animal science program. Before the Amazing Shake program got canceled, all 3 of us were partnering with them. We help out with the Career Pathways program through the Changemaker Challenge that all of the 8th graders do. We've been at Higher over the past couple of years. We're going to be at I Promise in Bookville this year too. And then on top of that, we have a growing financial literacy program called Real Money, Real World that we run throughout the county. We also serve at least 5 Summit and Akron Public Library programs that we run the agri-science and STEM programs through them too. So again, thank you guys for your support.
And then, so those are things we've done this year. Looking forward to next year. Another A&R item we wanted to highlight is that Maggie and I have been very much staying on top of the spotted lanternfly infestation. If anyone has been on that, it's a new invasive species that is likely to really make its way into Summit County over the next year. And we're interested in doing education with the public over how to handle that as well.
Open to any questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a fantastic question. Do you know Maggie? Okay, I have a guess, but she probably got a better guess.
Hi, thank you. It might help a little bit, but their life cycle is prepared for a freeze, so unfortunately it won't make a big difference. So yeah, we would love to provide education to the council or any other groups that you feel like you would like to connect us with to prepare our residents for that change. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So I believe that in a previous presentation, you spoke about participating in the local farmers markets. Is that something that you did with the Master Gardeners or any sort of education, and you did?
Yeah, so I personally have not taught at any farmers markets currently, but we do have master gardeners who've done programming at farmers markets, as well as I know some of our SNAP and FNEP programs have worked with farmers markets to help people receiving benefits to get access to those healthy foods.
That's what I was wondering, if you'd continue with the farmers market since there is no longer the SNAP
Yes,
benefits
so
available.
I know for certain FNEP still has the intention to help distribute certain like vouchers that can help folks get food at farmers markets, but unfortunately, yes, the SNAP portion of that is not going to be able to be going forward. But we are still going to be doing our best to get that food into the hands of people who need it. So.
Quick question, do you deal with ticks? I know it's a major problem in Ohio and Summit County.
Yeah, so we do also have tick education. In fact, one of the many things that sits on our counter every day is tick cards for helping people identify them. And anything to add to that? Yeah, we're always interested in helping educate public about insects. And you're right, ticks can be a particularly difficult one.
Yeah, I had heard the freeze, the way it's been here, that would affect the population of those?
Yeah,
which would be
typically-
smaller, is that true?
Yeah. It helps, but it's not going to get rid of them.
Unless they're on a deer.
Any other questions? Can I have a motion? So moved. Okay, Mr. Wilhite moves. On 2026-021, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries, and I will close out finance at 4:48.